Hi guys, I hope you guys are having a good Sunday evening. It's kind of late for me to be recording a video, and I honestly wasn't even going to. Um, Kind of tired. I hope that I don't sound like I'm out of it. I'm really not. I'm just really, really tired. I didn't get enough of sleep last night. I took my children to Daytona Beach yesterday, and we didn't get back until really late, and then I worked this morning. So I'm kind of blah. But anyways, I made a paper lantern, and I know that on Pinterest and Google and all of that, there's just tons and tons and tons of these out there, all different ideas to make them and all of that. And I just wanted to give it a go. So I made one with the silhouette fairies. You guys see these in my candle jars that I make, and I was just playing around. Um, I'm not real happy with the way the top of it turned out. Um, the washi tape's kind of uneven on it. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm going to keep this and I'm going to use it because it's, you can throw the candle in there and it'll still work. But it was just my first one. And I think the biggest problem was just being so tired today. Normally, I'm like, give it a go and I'm all in. But plus, I hadn't been feeling really well. My hands swelled up really bad last night. I don't know what it was, but I had to take my rings off because they hurt. My hands hurt really bad, and we use our hands for everything. So, anyways, I don't want to make it a really long, drawn-out video because God knows I've been on YouTube more than I wanted to this weekend, all by the end of the week last week. But anyways, and I've noticed that there's still some people kind of lurking around on my page. As long as there's no drama on my page, if you feel the need to come over here to my channel and see what's going on, go for it. But we're all really past the drama. So I'm sure that I'll have my few of my haters, as some people call you. I don't consider you a hater. I consider you someone that's just concerned if you want to come over here and see what I'm up to. So by all means, go ahead and hit unlike. You got my permission. So to my other subscribers, not trying to make any derogatory comments, but we both know that there's still people here that weren't really welcomed here but kind of want to hang out. So you guys can watch too. It's all good. Anyhow, so this is my first paper lantern that I made, and it's not one of the best projects I've ever made, but I feel like it's like with anything with crafting, you get better with it as you go. And it kind of gave me the idea when I was sitting here this afternoon. I'm like, I want to make something, but I don't really know what I want to make, so we'll just go with it. I looked at the one my daughter made me. My daughter made me this tiki one. Let's see if I can bring this up. And it's so cute because she's so simple like me. We try to upcycle everything. It's actually a 32-ounce fountain cup lid that she used for the top of it. And it's a full tiki. She did the artwork on it, and it's got a candle holder in the bottom of it. Now, she got a lot more classy and flashy with hers. She actually took the extra mile and cut the other lid with the spots out of it. So this part right here, the candle, will just sit right up in there um, with a balancing act, but it will work. I don't have the candle on. Just going to try to show you, but the candle will sit inside of there just like that, and it'll burn. It's one of those little battery operated ones, and she put some fishing line up here on it, and I mean, she did so good on it. Like, I'm happy with it, the way that it turned out. And you can actually hang it. So this is kind of where I was going with it, with the one that she made. But I thought, well, I don't know about no tiki head because it would take me forever to do that. And then I got over here drawing fairies and painting them in, and oh my goodness, it took me even longer. The artwork is what took the longest for this other one. So anyway, I love this. My whole office is decorated in beach themed and nautical themed, so this is special to me, and I will keep it for a while. I like it a lot. So anyhow, this is the concept. Mine was a little bit different. The items that I used on here, I had everything on hand for it. Everything here was really cheap and inexpensive. Cheap or inexpensive. I mean, the paper is just the tracing paper pad that you pick up from Walmart. And I've showed this pad before. And you guys have heard me say this in other videos. It's just the regular Art First, this brand right here. Tracing paper. You get 40 sheets at Walmart for like $4, I think. or something like that. I don't know, but it's worth it. It's well worth it. This stuff goes a long ways. I make a lot of my own stuff that if I'm going to do work with the Mod Podge, I like to do my own art, and I think I've showed some of this stuff before. It just makes life easier for me to do my own. You don't have to though. So there's an umbrella with some flip flops. I did the Eiffel Tower. I did a butterfly. My little hummingbird. All of this stuff. I've showed this stuff in the other video, so I'm not gonna like bring it all back out. Just the idea though. So that's what I did with the fairies. These are silhouette fairies. You can Google these. They have images all over the place online and all of that. My images are ones that were done on my Corel program that I use for my graphic software. But these were painted now. These are not printouts. These are actual painted. This is painted art. So what I did is I was playing around. I was going to do like a nautical theme one, and then I just got away from it. So this is the other one that I drew on. Same thing. I did them on paper. I did the fairies like this on the paper and then cut them out with scissors, just regular scissors. These little scissors right here, if you go in the Dollar General, they have like the barber scissors with a little cut, the little comb that comes with them. And I like them because they're super, super sharp. They're small. Really get into the grooves here when you're detail cutting. This is for anyone that doesn't have like the Cricut cutters and all of that. There's ways around that. There really is ways around that. I mean, eventually I will have that kind of stuff, but I'm more of an art kind of person and personal touch and all of that, like I've said in other videos. So I like to do my own artwork. So that's all I did. I took the cutouts. I'm going to set this to the side here so I got a little bit of room. I took the fairies and they look just like this. Hold on, we've got to pan back down here. There we go. So I had them all on the paper, got the scissors, cut them out, okay. Then when I had my pieces, and I'm just going to pull another piece of something that's already cut out here. We'll just use the hummingbird as an example. So when I had my paper, I had 2 sheets of paper, 2 sheets of that tracing paper, okay. And I put the image on here with Mod Podge. Like I literally, well, with the fairies, it was a little bit more difficult because I took the bottle because I wanted to have the roundness of the bottle. So I took my paper and I like wrapped it around the bottle because I wanted to measure it out of how big I wanted it to be. And this was just a good thing to use. You know what I'm saying? I don't know about this camera tonight, y'all. It was just a good thing to use to be able to kind of eyeball it whenever I had the fairies where I wanted to place them. So let's say if I wanted to do this hummingbird, you're just going to place it on there. You know what I mean? So I was able to look at it. So then I would take like a paper clip and I clamped it here. And then that gave me the measurement. So say if I wanted it to be a little bit wider, you just widen out your paper a little bit. Now some of y'all, you probably don't want to have to do this. You could probably eyeball it and roll your paper up the way you want it. But I wanted it to be even and straight. So when I got it the way that I wanted it, and I figured out where I wanted to place the fairies, because if you look at this, they're kind of placed different places all around the whole paper lantern. Like they're all different areas. I got my pencil and I just marked really light with the pencil where I wanted it. So let's say I had 2 hummingbirds right now. I only have 1, but let's say I had 2. I would place one like maybe high, and then I get my pencil and I would mark it. Then I'd take the other one and I'd place it kind of lower on the back, and I'd get the pencil and I'd mark it. When I had it marked the where I wanted it, I took a paper clip and just clamped it here, pulled it off the bottle, done with the bottle. Bottle goes away. So now I've got it here. I would mark it with the pencil with a little dot. And then, you know, I would open it back up. I'd find my little dot. Whenever I go to Mod Podge stuff onto the whatever I'm Mod Podging it to, a lot of people will say paint the surface, paint the surface. I don't do that. I'm different. I like to paint the actual piece that I'm going to Mod Podge. And yes, it's going to roll up. It's going to get goofy. If you guys go back and look at the video for the altered fairy bottle that I did with all the silhouettes on it, when I Mod Podged those silhouettes to that bottle, you'll see what I'm talking about. When you go to paint it, stuff's going to roll up. It's going to get crazy, but you can like flatten it back out, so don't panic. If it's really small pieces like this, if they stick together like that, yeah, you're going to have a problem. But just do it quick as you can. So I had it on there. Like I said, I had my dot here, and I had this placed on there the way I wanted it. I took the other piece of paper. Now keep in mind, it's Mod Podged. I Mod Podged the back, attached it to here on the placement of where the dot was. See if I can pull this back some. Where the dot was that I had it. Very carefully, I took my other piece of paper, and if your paper gets wrinkled, you want to get another piece of paper because you don't want any wrinkles in this at all. And it takes a steady hand to lay it down that way because you want it to evenly match up. Now, it's going to just fall on here like that perfectly because the Mod Podge is not on there. But if you have the Mod Podge on there, it's going to get tacky. So when you go to put it on there, you're not going to be able to move your paper to get it, even. So that's one thing you want to remember. Make sure that you're looking at your corners, each corner of your paper, and you have it aligned by dropping it on there. Because once that paper attaches to that Mod Podge and you try to pull it back apart, it's just wad it up and throw it away. You're going to have to start all over. Now, you don't have to go the steps that I did on here. I do all of my own stuff. So, I mean, you could skip this whole step and just say you went and bought your die cuts, or you went to Hobby Lobby, or you went somewhere, or you went online, or you printed them out, whatever. Doesn't matter what image you're going to use. It's a silhouette, okay? You're just gonna you can Mod Podge it on there. I use the Mod Podge because I wanted it to have the stiffness. The Mod Podge made it more sturdy. Okay, so that's the only reason why I use it on the actual image, under the paper, and then over the top of the image because I wanted it to have the glue helped hold this together. You know what I mean? Because it's paper. So when I had it on there, before this dried, I took it, okay? I got my bottle back out. It's not going to be wet on the back. It's not going to be wet on the front. It's going to be wet in the center of it, okay? So then I took it because you want it to be rounded. You want it to be rounded, So the only way for it to be rounded is to wrap it around a bottle, a cup, a glass, anything that you have that's got a round to it, okay? So when I had it the way that I wanted it, I just basically clipped it, okay? Then I thought, okay, am I going to glue it together, or am I going to just, how am I going to, seam it together? I broke out a stapler, just a regular old stapler. I picked this up at Walmart for $1.97, standard staples in it. I stapled the top right here, okay? And then flipped it over, and I stapled the bottom. Okay, and this is not even. This is just to show you how easy this is. Okay. I wasn't going to do a tutorial, but what the heck. I'll go ahead and do it. So now you have your piece here. This is not even. It's not. Okay, this is just showing you how I did it. You see the image that's on the inside of it, okay? I got my paper, my cardboard little Dewey off of the cardboard that I showed you a second ago. That is all that's on the bottom of this. Just a piece of round cardboard that was cut off of that postal box. Okay, that's all that is. I got some black acrylic paint. You can get this paint right now at Walmart for $2.50 for a big old bottle of it. Painted both sides of it. I hit it with a little bit of hot glue. Glued it around just the edges of it. When I had the paper, let's say this is the round circle, okay? I just hit it with the glue around the edge. I measured it, like, the circumference between this and this. I had already had that in mind because I had already cut it out. So let's say this is an even match. But we all know that it's not an even match. But let's just say it fits on there perfectly. Okay. I glued it around the base of it. Okay, and then I had the metal ribbon. Well, I tell you what, I skipped a step. I got the stamper, the Stampabilities stamper. I got this from Hobby Lobby, and I hit it, and that's where the dragonflies are. This is on the outside of the paper before I rolled it up. I forgot that step, sorry. So it's got the dragonflies on it and stamped already, okay? I glued it on there with the glue. when I laid it down on top of here, you don't want to put a lot of pressure up here on the top because you're going to cause it to cave in here. If you can line it up as best as you can on the round circle of cardboard, you should be able to just set it down onto the glue, and it should all be even on there. If it's not, don't panic because you're going to cover it up anyways. So when I did that part of it, I had it onto the base of it, and then basically I just took my ribbon that I got from Dollar Tree, and I went around the edge of it. I glued some flowers over it. You know, because it had went in a little bit on the cardboard. The cardboard was a little bit wider, but like I said, y'all, this is my first one. So, and then this is the crappy washi tape. I don't even want to show this stuff. I'm not happy with the washi tape at all. Anyhow, I did a band of it around here and then folded it in. See how it's folded in? Then I did a band of it on the inside and folded it around it. Okay. Jute twine, you can pick this up all day long at Dollar General, Dollar Tree, Walmart, whatever. Okay. I couldn't find my hole punch box. I have it in here somewhere, so I just got a pair of scissors and I wedged a hole in between here, wedged it in between here, tied the line from here to here on the inside, pulled it back up. Okay. So I actually had the line going across here. When I got it in here and got this part tied, I cut that line that was in the center and tied it on both sides and then just adhered it with a little bit of glue. Okay. And the last step for that was these little self-adhesive gems. You can pick these up at Walmart for 97 cents. I just wanted to bling it a little bit more. So I just kind of stuck them on there. Okay. That's it. That's how simple it is. It's not a lot of money to make it. You could probably use copy paper. You could probably use any kind of white paper or colored paper, anything really. Tissue paper, I wouldn't try tissue paper. Tissue paper to me is just, it's not sturdy enough. So that's basically what it is, y'all. I mean, it's that simple. I could do a tutorial video, and I probably will once I make a couple more of these. But I don't know. It is what it is. You either go with it or you don't go with it. So the candle came from Dollar Tree, and it's just a little candle, and you just take it and set it down in there, just like the jars. If it don't want to stand up, do a little bouncy dance with it, and it eventually will stand up. If not, I ain't putting my hand down in there. And that's what we have. You know what I mean? It's really easy. So I'm going to turn this light off up here above my head for just a second so you guys can get a good look at it, and then that'll be it. So, see? Even though it's not perfect, it still has the luminescence of the candle, and you can still see it. I mean, you see the images clear, you know, and those, of course, like I said, they're painted onto the paper, Mod Podged onto the paper. They're stamped onto here, but it's still... I think if I wasn't so tired, I probably would be more satisfied with it. It's still fully functional, though, and it makes a pretty good gift. I mean, I would love to make some of these for some of you guys and send them to you. I just don't want the mail carrier to wreck it, you know what I mean? So I have it to where it could be hanging, you know? So that's my version of a paper lantern for right now. And I don't think that it's bad, but I think that it could have been a little bit better. So... maybe not do it whenever I'm so tired. But I mean, I absolutely love this. I love the image that's here. I mean, look down in there, you know? Look at that. Is that not cool? So, I mean, it is what it is. This is my take on paper lantern. And I could still do a tutorial video, and I probably will whenever I'm not so tired. But not tonight. Not tonight. I wouldn't necessarily call this a tutorial video. I call this a tip video. How about that? So I guess that's it. I'm kind of beat. So I think I'm gonna call it a night. Thanks so much to all of you that are new subscribers over here on my channel. I did say in a prior video that my 100th subscriber would be getting a free gift in the mail from me. I will do my homework tomorrow, and I will try to figure out who that is. Hopefully it's not somebody that's just lurking over here, because I only pay good deeds to nice people, not people that are over here trying to start drama. But anyhow, there I go again, y'all. I don't know what's wrong with me. I don't even want to pay attention to the haters. Really don't. There's so many more things in life for me to focus on. Good health, good friends, meeting new people, healthy children. I have a job. I have a paycheck coming in. My bills are paid. I mean, I just don't have time to focus on the drama. I really don't. So I'm not even going to pay it no more mind. So anyhow, you guys have a good night. Thanks so much for watching. To any of the new subscribers that want to join our Swap It page, I will let you guys know, first and foremost, I'm very selective right now of who I am adding over there. Not trying to segregate anybody out, but unfortunately there's been a little bit of drama that was brought to my channel, and I just don't want the drama to be brought to our wonderful page over on Facebook. We will not tolerate it, not one of us over there. So if some people that were involved in that drama have trickled over to our page, I'm real good about weeding people out, so it's only a matter of time, you know. So it is what it is, but we'd love to have you if you're not involved in any of that. And, you know, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to even get started on that again because I just don't want to. I don't have the energy for it, and I don't have the time for it, and I'm not going to. So go ahead and send your, you know, hit the add me button over there on Facebook if you want to be a part of that group. I will do my homework the best that I can and hopefully get you added. But I will let you guys know I'm very selective right now on who I'm adding over there because I just don't want to deal with the drama. I've got several people that are over here on my channel that find the time to watch these videos, but they want to hit unlike and be all ugly. And there's just no need for it. If you don't like my videos, as I've said before, don't come over here and watch them. I also find it kind of comical that some of the people that were bashing on the other channel want to join our Swap It page. Yeah, right. Save that one. Save that one. I don't want your drama on my page. And it's not even my page. It's our page because that's the way I think. So anyhow, not trying to go into a rant. I hope you guys all have a wonderful night. A good Monday, that you wake up happy, healthy, that there's no struggles going on in your life, and all in all, that you have a good week. I don't know if I'll be able to get another video up or not. It really depends on how this work week goes. So other than that, I hope you guys have a great evening, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you.